I'm gonna go ahead and fix all of the structuring right now. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a time lapse. Alrighty, I have completely stripped this gameplay down into tiny little structures like this because I want this to be extremely readable. I want all the structures to have a lot of impact on the screen instead of having a lot of enclosed structures that fill the space. Now, I've accidentally deleted the pad right there, but everything else seems to all be good. I now have to get rid of some triggers and stuff that I placed in the previous iteration, and this should be fine. Now, I'm gonna focus on placing some extra details that kind of stem from these structures. For example, right here, I placed these slabs down because I knew that I should be able to place in some other details on top. For example, these little rotating objects can be put down here for background blending, maybe with like full opacity here. Something like this. I copy paste downwards with a lock on the aspect ratio. I should be able to multi-stack these objects and create like a little circle. This is where I started on my previous Extreme Demon Redemption arc. I just placed a bunch of details that I thought would work for structuring. Then I'm going to focus on adding some extra detail in. So I have an invisible color setup here, which is black blending. Black light does not exist, so this object that is black blending should, if I get the colors the right way around, allow just the baseline of this object to be visible on its own. So I'm going to use lava as this line. I'm actually going to warp it up to be pretty large. It kind of stretches out the animation a little bit, but oh well. This should look fine. I want to start copying this around. The beam itself should have more to it, I think. I might flip it around and add like a lower opacity version of it that can be faster. If I just use this speed on double or something. Not double. There's a weird overlap there. It doesn't really make sense. I just wanted to make a little effect where it's kind of spreading apart. In fact, I should be able to rotate these slightly apart from one another so it becomes like a triangle shape, and I might be able to fill that in with something else. I wonder if there's a pixel object that could fill this gap like this. If I set this object up with some background colors and just crank them, let's just see what happens. Like, this should be a fun detail to have if I can just fit it inside. It doesn't really work because these objects are kind of wiggling a bit and this object does not. But maybe if I held down the original vision with like that one vertical line, I bet I could get something out of this. Yeah, like this object surely would work with a little extra speed. Let's just give it 5.0, so it's kind of like boop, boop, boop. But I have to use a lot of these for that to look cool. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Or I could just rotate it around like so. We could even use a particle to make this work. Aha! I can kind of... yeah, it works a bit. I mean, it's not insane, but I think it's fine. I want to go with more creative details that kind of challenge structuring in a sense. Structuring is often too boxy, and I think this is a good remedy for it. As long as I don't overuse this kind of thing. I don't know. If I tweak the colors later, this will work better. But for now, let's just use this design.